What is going on, you guys? It's your girl Diana, back at you with another YouTube video. These 7-star Rillaboom raids are set to go live this weekend, so today I'll be going over what me and my stream came up with as counters so that you can take down these raids as easily as possible. So let's go ahead and hop into it. So per usual, let's go ahead and start off by taking a peek at what exactly we're going to be going up against once we do hop into these raids. So of course this is going to be a 7-star Tera raid, so we can expect Rillaboom to be level 100, and normally it is going to be a pure grass type. However, it is going to have that normal Tera type during these raids, so it will be a normal type. In addition, much like every other 7-star raid that we've had up to date, it will most likely have its hidden ability, which is going to be Grassy Surge, which means that once the raid does start, it is going to summon that grassy terrain. EV spread wise, Rillaboom is going to be on the bulkier side. It is going to have an HP stat of 100, and it does have an attack stat of 125, so it is going to be a hard-hitting physical attacker. It also has a defense stat of 90, a special attack stat of 60, a special defense stat of 70, and a speed of 85. And when it comes to moveset, these are the moves that I can most likely see them throwing on Rillaboom. Number one, I definitely can see them throwing on something like Wood Hammer. It does have a base power of 120 and a 100% accuracy, so that is going to be a very hard-hitting physical move. For coverage, I can definitely see them putting something like Acrobatics on there as well. And considering that raid Pokemon do not hold items, Acrobatics power is going to be doubled, so instead of a base power of 55, it's going to have a base power of 110. And as another coverage option, I can also see them putting something like Knockoff on there, which is going to do 1.5 times more damage if you are holding an item, which, let's be real, most of us do put items onto our raid Pokemon. And lastly, I can definitely see them putting something like Body Slam on there just as a hard-hitting normal type move as well. Since it does have access to quite a few normal type moves, and Body Slam is going to be 100% accuracy, and it is going to have a 30% chance of paralyzing you. Other moves that I can definitely see having a chance of showing up are things like Drum Beating, if they want to be real annoying and give it like a turn 0 move, maybe something like Fake Out, Hammer Arm, and of course set up moves like Sword Dance to raise its attack, since it is most likely going to be a physical attacker, and a little less likely, but maybe something like Giga Impact. Another thing that people have kind of been speculating about is whether or not it's going to have the move Boom Burst. And although it is going to be a special attack, it does have a base power of 140. However, as you recall, Rillaboom does only have a special attack stat of 60, so Boom Burst definitely is not going to be playing to its strengths. However, it wouldn't be the first time that they give some random move to a raid Pokemon. But now that we have a little bit of a better idea of what exactly we might be going up against once we do hop into these Rillaboom raids, let's go ahead and hop into the counters. So starting off with our attacking Pokemon, we have the tried and true Iron Hands. You're going to want to go ahead and give Iron Hands a fighting Tera, and it is normally a fighting electric dual type. We also have Iron Hands holding a booster energy just so that it can boost its most proficient stat once it does hit the field, since Iron Hands does have the ability Quark Drive. I already had this Iron Hands pre-built like a long time ago, so EV spread is just going to be pretty basic. It's just full HP and full attack with an attacking nature. You can also go for full defense and full attack instead of HP, either one works. And moveset wise, you're going to want to go ahead and go with Close Combat, Drain Punch, Belly Drum, and Sword Dance. Close Combat is of course going to be your hard-hitting fighting type move, which does do super effective damage into the normal type Rillaboom. Drain Punch is going to be there for 1 super effective damage and of course for HP recovery. Belly Drum is there to set up, as well as Sword Dance. So pretty straightforward when it does come to Iron Hands. The next option that we came up with is going to be Corviknight, which is going to be holding a Citrus Berry just for a little bit of HP recovery. You see what I mean though about how you most likely are going to have items on your Pokemon when it comes to raids? So if they give us something like Knockoff, it's definitely going to do a bit of damage. But for Corviknight's EV spread, you are going to want to go full HP and full defense, which I know seems a little odd for an attacking Pokemon since there's literally no investment in either physical or special attack, but it'll make a little more sense once you take a look at its moveset. Which for its moveset, we did go with Iron Defense, Body Press, Screech, and Roost. So Iron Defense is there to, of course, boost your defense even more, and that's because Body Press's damage output is based off of its defense stat. So of course, the higher the defense stat, the more damage Body Press is going to do. And when it comes to the other two moves, Screech is obviously there to lower Rillaboom's defense stat. It does lower its defense by 2 stages, and Roost is there for, of course, some HP recovery. So those are going to be our 2 easy choices for attackers. But of course, no team would be complete without some good support Pokemon. So for our first support Pokemon option, we have Stun Tank, which one of my viewers so lovingly named after a Phasmophobia ghost. As you can see, its name is Jin. But for the held item for Stun Tank, we did go ahead and give it a wide lens. And EV spread wise, it is going to be full HP and full defense. And we gave it wide lens because of the moveset that we went with, which for its moveset, we did go with Helping Hand, Toxic, which is kind of a throwaway move, Acid Spray, and Screech. And as you can imagine, that wide lens is going to be making sure that you don't miss any of those Screeches, and Screech is not a 100% accuracy move, and you do want to land those so that you can lower Rillaboom's defense stat, especially if you are bringing physical attackers. Acid Spray is also there if you do want to go the special attacking route, since that is going to lower Rillaboom's special defense stat by 2 stages as well. And lastly, another easy access support Pokemon is going to be Umbreon. We do have Umbreon holding a Citrus Berry for that HP recovery as well. And EV spread wise, it is going to be full HP and full defense with the moveset of Screech, Helping Hand, Reflect, and Moonlight. Screech, once again, is there to ensure that you lower Rillaboom's defense stats to make sure that your attackers are getting as much damage in as possible. Helping Hand to, of course, set up your attackers. Reflect to protect your team against any of those physical attacks that Rillaboom will most likely be using, unless for whatever reason they decide to give it Boom Burst. And Moonlight is there in case you do want some more HP recovery. But there you have it. That is a couple of straightforward and easy to access options for you to take into the Rillaboom raids this weekend. And let me tell you, I had to make sure that they were lazy girl friendly because I was not about to spend all of my resources on building brand new Pokemon. So I was like, look, you guys, let's build Pokemon that I already have on hand and make them work for this raid. So hopefully at this point you probably have these Pokemon on hand as well, considering that we have had quite a few 7-star raids so far. But hopefully you guys found this video helpful, and if you did, I kindly suggest that you consider subscribing so that I can continue to make content for you guys. And if you are already subscribed and you would like another way to support the channel, feel free to check out the merch store. There is a link down below in the description that takes you to not only my merch store, but also all of my other socials so you can keep up with what I'm doing on a daily basis. But thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you to those of you who have joined the channel as members. I appreciate you all so much. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.